You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drakewing Gaming, a Stuffy Mountain Sword of the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you from Let's Play episode of Chord Progressions, Chester's Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Let's see, June. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, I don't think the game saved my progress, y'all. Let me see, auto. Maybe it did. Let me see. Arrow, naughty, nope. Chester. Oh yeah, right there. There we go. Okay. I'll go check around. April gives me a nod and I take off with haste. I make a beeline straight for the break room exit door. I walk in to find Skizzy sitting at the table eating a chopped salad from our afternoon delivery. He glances up at me, then returns his attention to his meal. I internally breathe a sigh of relief when I see that there aren't any more shenanigans going on. Hey, looking for Pat? Yeah, actually, where is he? Last I saw, he was moping in his car. Why is he moping? He shrugs. I don't know, everyone's being a freaky drama queen today. Almost makes $100 not worth it. Well, Carcinogen's on soon, so I'll go check on him. Have fun. I turn to open the door, but something's keeping my feet glued to the ground. I slowly turn on my heel to face the bear. What did you mean when you said Chester has good taste? He offers a sly chuckle. What do you think I meant? I don't know, that's why I'm asking. He turns his attention away from his lunch and gives me eye contact. You've seen his husband. He has a thing for big boys. Okay, but shouldn't he only have a thing for his husband, though? I don't know. I'm not their marriage counselor. All I know is that he likes keeping boys like you around for some reason. And to be honest, that's all I'm going to say about it. He's a good guy and he's given me $100 to sit on my ass, so I'm not about to gossip any more than I already have. I let out a dejected sigh. All I did was create more questions. Thanks, I guess. He gives me a silent salute gesture as I turn to make my exit. Without delay, I march over to where Pat had parked his car. Sure enough, he's sitting in the driver's seat staring at his phone. I tap on the passenger side window. He's startled but regains his composure once he sees that it's me. He leans over and opens the passenger door, inviting me inside. I take a seat and close the door. Hey, you know you're on soon, right? He silently nods. He buries his face in his paws. Skizzy told me what happened. He looks me in the eye. I'm so sorry. That must have made you feel so uncomfortable. His voice cracked several times as he spoke. He's on the verge of tears. I fucked everything up so badly. He started to weep after making that confession. Part of me wants to lay into him and say, yes, you did fuck up badly. But I also know how unproductive that would be. He's clearly feeling guilty. That would only make things worse. Would you be okay if I put my paw on your shoulder? He silently nods. I act accordingly and do my best to comfort him. So I take it that Daryl and Skizzy are exes, right? He nods again. Yeah, it was a really messy breakup, and to be honest with you, I don't want to bring up the details. It's just too sad. He sniffles, doing his best to stifle the tears. So, why did you do what you did? Because I'm stupid. I let my dick do all the thinking. Seeing him again just gave me a craving, I guess. Skizzy and I hooked up for years. We stopped after he and Daryl got serious. I actually introduced them after Daryl came out a couple years ago. Big fucking mistake in hindsight. You didn't want to take a shot with Daryl? Nah, I've known him and Vin for so long. They're both like brothers to me. Just feels wrong, you know? Fair enough. After they split, shit hit the fan. Rumors got spread. Feelings got hurt. Daryl went ballistic and we kicked him out of the band. Oh. Yeah, that fucked him up. Big time. After things cooled down, we let him back in. He kept saying how depressed he was without the band and how happy he was to come back. And how happy he was that we were still his friends. And I threw it all away for a stupid blowjob. He was doing his best to stifle his sobs, but ultimately failed. I didn't know how to respond. Sounds like a dire situation for him. I just continued to give him comforting rubs on his shoulder and back. I'm not proud of what I'm about to say, but I think it's the only thing that can make him feel better right now. Look, what he doesn't know won't hurt him, right? That's not the point. I know. What's done is done. But right now, all you can do is mitigate the damage. If he never finds out, it'll be like it never happened. The words slither out of my mouth like a putrid slime. But what else can I say? It's a secret I'm willing to keep. After all, it's not really any of my business. Truth be told, it's not really Daryl's business either. He looks at me incredulously. Dude, that's his ex! And? Is it Daryl's business who Skizzy has sex with? No. Is it his business to know who you have sex with? He paused for a moment. No. Then what's the issue? There was a long, drawn-out pause as he contemplated. Look, I see what you're getting at, but none of that changes the fact that he'll go berserk if he ever finds out. So, just make sure he doesn't find out. If it's not his business, you don't need to tell him anything. Is it really lying if you're just admitting the truth? He takes a deep breath and exhales with an aggravated groan. Man, Eddie, look at you, riding that gray line. I hate this. If I'm gonna tell him, I'd have to right now. But I just can't. There's no way I can tell him tonight. No way. I guess that settles it. He looks me in the eye again. I'm sorry for dragging you in all this shit. It's fine. All I'm concerned about is doing my job. And my job is to help the show run smoothly, and you're on stage soon. Yeah. He takes some deep breaths. He regains control of his breathing. You're right. Can't mope here all night. The day I'm late for a show is the day I fucking die. He pulls a napkin out from the center console and wipes away any fluid left on his face. He takes a sharp breath and exits the car. I follow suit. Hey, random question. He perks his ears. Would a hug help you feel better? He nods. I only make a couple of steps towards him, but he closes the gap quickly, nearly leaping into me. He tucks his head atop my shoulder and squeezes me tight as I wrap my arms around him. He takes some deep breaths as he continues to squeeze. After a few seconds, he lets go. Thanks. He smiles. You're cozy. I can't help but giggle. Thanks, I guess. Almost as cozy as Dave, but good enough for me. Alright, time to melt faces. You'll be in the crowd? Yep. You'll see me. Can't miss a fat fox in a neon green shirt. You're too handsome to miss. He gives me a wink. Happy to see he's getting me back to his normal self. Have fun! We part ways. There's a pep in his step as he swiftly walks towards the stage's back door. I like to take the long way around. I re-enter through the front door, greeted by Chester again. Hanging in there? So far so good. It's good to change from the typical day at the office, huh? For sure, it's kind of refreshing to be honest. Good. We lock eyes as he offers me a sweet smile. Per usual, right before I'm able to question whether or not the prolonged eye contact is becoming awkward, he's able to keep the conversation moving. Keep your eye on the crowd during Carcinogen's set. This is the time of the night when they'll get the rowdiest. I nod my head. Yes, sir? He beams a toothy grin at me. It's always yes, sir, and no, sir, with you. You don't have to be so formal with me, you know. Sorry, just force a habit, I guess. It's not a big deal, just unusual considering the type of people I tend to hire. But if you're more comfortable calling me sir, then by all means. He gives me a cheeky chuckle. I hear footsteps behind me. It's like someone new is looking to enter. Go have fun. Just stay visible and find me if there's any trouble. I affirmatively nod and walk off. What was that sir comment? Is Skizzy right? Is Chester into me? I mean, definitely not, right? I'm just a 20-something who's doomed to work in retail until the day I die. He owns 2 businesses, has a perfect physique, charming beyond belief. There's no way. Before I dwell on it for too long, I find some familiar faces. They're volcano rolls to die for. I always get it when... The capybara spots me. Oh, hey! We're just talking about sushi. Oh, cool. Never had it. Really? Well, Pat and I should definitely... He was interrupted by the sound of microphone feedback. I turned my attention to the stage. Carcinogen is up and ready to go. What the fuck is up, Douglas? The crowd is hyped by the introduction. Daryl's front and center. I see a look of fierce determination on his face. He's commanding that stage. That's Vin, that's Pat, and that's April. He points to each respective band member during his rapid-fire introduction. So you know. And I'm Daryl. We're Carcinogen. Let's fuck shit up. The crowd doesn't even have time to respond before the 4 explode like a pile of firecrackers. Combined, they create a sonic soundscape reminiscent of machine gun fire. It's fast, loud, chaotic, and obnoxious, all delivered with deadly precision. Oh, I like the vocals. Their synergy, passion, and power all combine to create something greater than the sum of their parts. The music demanded every ounce of my attention. Every strum of the guitar, every shout, every drum beat all collided into me with a force and impact I've never experienced before. It's loud. I'm actually quite jealous of Mariah right now. She had the right idea with the earplugs. This is not the usual kind of music I find myself listening to, but Daryl's making me a believer. He has the audience in the palm of his paw. Pat and Vin impressed me with their focus. Despite not being on the mic, the two do a great job engaging with the crowd. April has seemingly become a different person from whoever was drumming for Sands of Saturn. She's looser, meaner, but still just as phenomenal. Attention reader, continue forward to the end of the song, otherwise the song will stop playing once it's finished. We can finish listening to the song, y'all. How about that? Let me turn that volume up. Ooh, that guitar, damn.
Got a shot, and you miss. Did you think to take your shit? In the end, just served. Gonna get what you deserve. Allow me to move on down. If you're gonna fuck around, you'll sure as hell find out. Fuck around and find out.
Fuck around and find out.
Fuck around and find out. Fuck around and find out. Here to stay, but you tried. I clawed back to my pride. I've woken up to your lies. Say your prayers and say goodbye.
Damn, that was a pretty good song. Alright. Throw that volume back down. There we go. Alright, y'all. I think I am going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and get a notification bell. And check out our Patreon or YouTube memberships if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!